Hey everyone, it's Alisha Brashe here at Cosmic Gateway. This is the intuitive insights for the, they're already jumping up, jumping out. This is great. For the second half of October 2019, for the card that appears on the screen. So as you are watching and listening, obviously I've taken photos of the cards that have come out. As I'm changing up doing, oh, very nice. As I change up doing a different format while I'm in an interim place. So thank you for your patience. If you haven't listened to the extended energy update, there are a few announcements on there. Definitely go and listen to that. That explains everything. Well, oh, they're flying out here. Okay. This is interesting. They are very jumpy today, which is good. Very, very good. Let's see what else. Okay, cool. Well, I'll start with I've got five cards. Sorry, that have just jumped out. So I'll just jump straight into it, and let's see what sort of story these are telling us. So the first two cards the first card that popped out is Wise Decision, Guardian Angel. So if you can see on the imagery, this is a card which has, the first thing that really has stood out to me is the owl, the wise owl, and also you can see the halo depicted around them. So this card talks to me about ancient feminine secrets rising. Just roll with me here. Ancient feminine secrets rising to the forefront, and decisions that need to be navigated through and taken. I want to say there's a precautionary feeling about that, or making decisions based on wisdom of experience and internal knowledge. And what I want to say with that is you're being guided through the night. Obviously owls come out in the evening time, nocturnal birds. And actually, a story that comes to mind as I'm just going to say it. I remember earlier in the year, I couldn't sleep and it was late one night, and I was at where there's a lookout where I like to sit if I can't sleep at night. And I had the window half open, and this owl tried to fly into my car. It absolutely scared the crap out of me. And then when it didn't, or it couldn't, it flew back and it sat on the signpost and it just looked at me. And it was this moment. And there was a lot going on in my life and very, very similar themes at the moment. And I'm just trying to remember what the significance was. I think I went and looked up the symbology of owl, and honestly, I can't think of it off the top of my head. But I remember it had a lot to do with ancient knowledge, feminine power, reclaiming power. It had a lot of those themes. So that's sort of what comes to mind. And as I was saying, being guided through the night, whether that's symbolic or literal, know that there is that emanation of light, and just to follow that guidance or the symbology that's coming up. Which leads into the next card, which is Safe Travel, Saint Christopher. And if you have a look at this card, there is a child sitting on the shoulder of a man. And, the travel could mean, apply it to how it relates to you, but travel could mean literal travel, like traveling to a different location. Almost like I get a real pilgrimage sense to that. There's been a lot of symbology for me today around pilgrimage. So whatever a spiritual pilgrimage is to you, but that also could be an internal travel, internal journey as well. So obviously it's going to apply and resonate for different people, but it could have just being really drawn to that picture of the child. It could have messages around children, inner child. Could be themes around connecting with father, or there's sort of the feminine and the masculine here. If you look at the woman with the owl and the man with the child, so it could be to do with that, or partnership, or children, family. But yeah, decisions to be made around travel or some sort of a soulful soul journey. Very, very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to move over to the next lot of cards that have flown out. Oh, okay, so we have the Ace of Fire here, which says an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So this could be denoting like very big changes on the horizon in terms of your work, your soul mission, your path. But it could be interlinked in relationship and family. It could be all of that sort of coming to a critical junction point where decisions have to be made and things are going to move into certain directions. Just going to see if there's anything else from that card that sort of stands out. There's a lot of mist. There's a lot of like energy and mist. It's a very masculine card, the male there. He's looking quite proud. He's kind of looking towards one side, or looking, I see that as looking towards the future, feeling quite excited, quite proud. And the other sense that I get from that card is the sense of achievement of being where you currently are, taking that moment to really internalize and reflect at like how far you've come. And, that great change doesn't necessarily happen overnight, or it doesn't necessarily happen without a lot of effort or overcoming challenges. So, it's moving in, it does feel like it's moving into quite a good place, but right now it's like navigating uncharted territory is what it feels like to me. So the next card that follows that is the Eight of Air. So we've got all the unicorns here. And what it says is an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So, they could go hand in hand. You could be moving forward into this new phase in your life, new chapter, but very much so in terms of like bringing back into the wise decision. There may be a lot of fear that comes up, and I think I talked about this on a recent video, is like discerning and understanding your own internal process of, is it fear, is it the wrong thing, is it not in resonance, or is it because I'm going to take a massive leap forward and there's that pushback before the big jump. So there's all those sort of facets there. A lot of it feels like it's quite busy. There's a lot of stuff going on. And then here I have renewal. Review and evaluate favourable assessment of facts. Time to move into a new direction. So there's a lot of cards that are certainly depicting a new direction, a new pathway opening up. In this card here is just beautiful imagery. I have a feeling that this card came out last time. Or recently, where you've got the man and the woman and the child. So there's a lot of children coming up in this. So it may be around a child, a birth, a conception, a family, blending families. Obviously, there's a lot of possibility depending on your personal situation. But it's what really stands out to me is favourable. It's a favourable time for you right now, or for you and your loved ones. It's yes, there is decisions, you need to consider all options, but it's favourable right now. I got chills as I said that. So I don't often use these cards. In actual fact, I have a very deep love and hate relationship with these cards. Oh my goodness. So I've got a couple that have just like really just you can't make this up. This is absolutely crazy. I'm pulling because I've pulled the deck out just to like split the deck, and then I've had a couple that have just popped up, and I'm just like, okay, they're the ones. So at the bottom of the deck, there's quite a few cards here. At the bottom of the deck, we've got give your relationship a chance, working on your partnership. So obviously different for everyone. This could be a twin connection, it could be a romantic relationship, it could be a partnership with yourself, or it could be business or project related, but take it as you will as I go through this. So we've got, give your relationship a chance, and working on your partnership. And it feels like this sort of coming together, or balancing. There's a real kind of balancing vibe here. Which is then followed by the honeymoon card. So enjoy the bliss of holiday and time together. So that could be, we've got the travel card that already came out. So it could be having time away, taking time out, whether it's with a partner, a loved one, or just time on your own. And then we have the soulmate card. Obviously, there's no twin in this deck. This is, as I was saying, this is my love-hate relationship with that romance angels, and I've never used these, but I felt really guided to. So just go with how I feel. So we've got the soulmate card. So yes, this is your soulmate. Obviously, that can be interchanged. We have such different levels of soul, kindred spirits, and connections. So perhaps if it's someone who's listening to this who has been questioning, is this person the person who I think it is, take this as a sign of yes, yes it is. And then followed by the final card, which is the wedding card. This situation involves marriage. So perhaps not a literal marriage in the traditional sense, but it could be a coming together of a renewed sense of commitment to yourself or to others. But it certainly has some very interesting themes and goings on. So I hope that you've enjoyed this fortnightly insight intuitive messages. I hope there's something you can take away from that. I am currently still doing sessions, so if you feel like you need support or guidance, you can certainly connect with me. I'm just doing, if you haven't listened to the energy update, I'm just taking a little bit of a step back. So if you do, just I will get back to you as soon as I can, but just have a little bit of patience with me if it's not immediate. If not, have an amazing fortnight, and I will connect with you soon. Much love. Bye.